Hello and welcome to Traffic Talks. My name is Pyro and I talk about what's going on in my life, usually with a lesson I've learned, some tips and tricks you can follow that help me, and a lot of laughs in each episode. If this sounds like something you would enjoy hearing, feel free to follow the podcast, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and to see what I'm up to, you can check out my Instagram page linked below. Today's episode is going to be a bit of a rambly one, because I am recording in my car, waiting outside of the house of Hayley, who does my nails that you see in every pic that I post about it. She's amazing. I leave her linked in every episode, but I am currently 45 minutes early for my appointment. I have no recording equipment. I don't even have my earphones because I was pushed out of the house because we were all leaving and going in different directions, and traffic is crazy because today is hot. She lives near the beach, so I thought the roads were going to be a bit crazy. So my family pushed me out the house to ensure I wasn't late, and now I'm way too early for the appointment. So I've just decided to record while I'm here. It's gonna be rambly because I don't have any set structure in front of me. So here we go. Today's episode is my way of talking through what I want in my future house and what I'm going to have to compromise for right now, because I do want to eventually own a house. I was looking at a house. I'm going to compromise that to buy an apartment because I need to figure a few things out logistically, and me buying an apartment in a different place will help my sister be able to get to school easier. We are very uneasy about the living arrangements, so temporarily she's gonna go stay for about 2 months at a place. So Feb and March, the school term ends end of March and they only start beginning of May, so she has the whole of April. So I have about 3 months to sort all this out, and the beauty of it is there are some decent places that actually are in a security complex, or the complex has 24-hour security, it's safe, it's decent living conditions. Like, there's a lot of places like that I can actually afford in budget. So I've been looking at a few and I've decided on one that I am going to approach soon. But this is going to be me speaking it into the universe, so to say, because I've been reading The Secret, the book on law of attraction, and it's been very helpful to just calm my mind a little. So that has been helpful to me, but it is what it is. So for the house, I wanted a house that is at least 3 bedrooms because I know my family will want to spend the night or stay over, or even just me having a spare room as a guest room, so that when they do visit or if they do come over or someone needs a place to stay, there's a room for that. The second bedroom I wanted to turn into a work/study because I want that as a separate entity for me, especially because I work from home. So I wanted that separation between home and work, and also to make sure it's part of a study because I do work on my laptop when I'm not working on my office computer. So having that separation and distinction is important to me, first of all, for my mental health. But secondly, having that separation just makes it feel like, okay, I've cut off from my work day. My mind isn't still on that kind of a thing. The main room that I want in the house, which would be the third bedroom, I want that to have an ensuite just for me because I'm A, used to that, but B, I really like that. And also that means the house has at least 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, even if it's just like a toilet and a sink, kind of a half a bathroom thing, that I don't mind. So even if it's 2.5 bathrooms, that would be nice, but at least 3 bedrooms, maybe more if I save up or even sell the apartment I'm about to buy in a few years, which is nice. Another thing I also want in my future home is a pool. I don't mind if it's a small pool, but I want a pool. I am a Pisces, I'm a water sign, I need to be close to water. So the apartment complex I want to move into has 2 pools and a tennis court. So I'm getting my wish of being near water, and I'm really excited about that. So fingers crossed. But I really like that. I need water near me, so I want a swimming pool in my house. My cousin's home was perfect because she had 2 bedrooms, main bathroom had an ensuite. There was a separate bathroom with like full bath, shower, toilet, sink, everything. They had a pool. Hers was actually 3 bedrooms now that I think about it, because one was an actual study. They had a lounge, a dining area, kitchen, open plan kitchen, and a swimming pool, and like a yard with a braai area. Like everything was there. I said like, her house is perfect. I want like her house. And her house is also in a complex. So very similar to that. That's like the ideal place that I want. I don't mind the areas, but I'll see where I prefer. Like to me, it's not location based because I can work from anywhere, which is the best benefit of me moving to working online or from home permanently. Wherever I move, that is where I work. As long as I have my internet and things, I am fine. Like that is the ideal situation. But having to compromise that now hasn't changed my goal, but it did make me realize I should have started earlier. I should have put away a little bit more, and I should have figured things out a little bit earlier and been more proactive about it, because I know for a fact I could have saved more money. I know for a fact I could have bought less frivolous things and saved up a little bit more for the things I'm going to need. But it is what it is. That is my dream home. That is my goal of my dream home. And I've compromised that now, but to me it's not a compromise, because I'm not going to be spending money unnecessarily. So that's my dream home. The intermediary change between my house and that I'm currently living in and the apartment I want to move in is I need to start the process of just buying the house or the apartment in the first place, which is going to take a little while. I'm not nervous about it. I just know it's going to be tedious. So I'm mentally preparing for that, because I know it's going to be a long road. I am exhausted, but I know there are things I need to do, full stop. But I've been taking it a bit easier so that I can get over this burnt out feeling, relax, recharge, and get back to me. There are still things I need to do. The world doesn't stop turning because I'm tired. Like that is not what happens. The world keeps spinning, things keep moving, days keep going by, and stuff needs to be done. You can't just freeze. You can't just pause time. There is no such thing. I've learned I need to figure out methods to cope, put processes in places so that I don't get burnt out again, and make sure I take time for myself so I can stay recharged and refreshed. One of the first things I did was actually prioritize my sleep. I start winding down from 10 p.m. and then by 11 I'm in the bed, closed eyes, ready to sleep, and I get up just before 7 in the morning. Prioritizing sleep has definitely been something important to me, and I keep reading in my old journal that I'm still going through because it's an effort and a process, and it's emotional. One of the things I keep reading is that when I'm sleep deprived, I get depressed, I get exhausted, I get burnt out, and I get very demotivated. So for me, sleep needs to be a priority, because that is basically the first thing I need to sort out when I feel this way. And just doing that for the past week has already made the world of difference, which is why I'm decided to continue uploading on a Tuesday and a Friday for the next 2 weeks, because I edit in the evenings. I edit from about 9 until 10, sometimes 8:30 until 10, and then I start winding down. So I don't have a lot of time to edit, because after work I'm unwinding from work, I'm helping out with supper, we relax, and then from 7:30 till 8:30 I watch a TV show with my whole family. It's called Vredestad. It's a Turkish show. It's really, really cool. I don't think people get that they need to build a foundation. You need to start from the ground up, and from the ground up for me starts with my sleep. From the moment I go sleep to the time I get up. If I've had a good night's sleep, I can take on the world. If not, we're in trouble. So starting with focusing on my sleep was essential. Eating better and moving more has also been essential. And I've actually subconsciously started preparing for the house by actually finding alternatives that I can do anywhere, like apartment friendly, home friendly movements and workouts, meal plans that aren't dependent on something over the top, like having certain specialized equipment like an air fryer or a deep fryer or some type of special pot that I won't have when I leave. Making these small intermediary plans has actually helped me a lot, especially in terms of thinking I'm currently living at home. When I move to the apartment, I'm only going to be taking certain things with me because the plan was to live there during the week and come home on the weekend like my sister's going to do. So I need to also prepare for that. And yes, I've got luggage, so going back and forth is not going to be a problem. My laptop is mobile, so once again, not a problem. However, having to think, what am I going to leave there? What am I going to bring back? That has been a bit of a hang up. But the most important thing to me is this is going to be my place and I get to make it my own. A friend of mine sent me a whole lot of YouTube links for different DIYs and DIY channels. So I'm really looking forward to trying out a few things, even if they aren't the most advanced of DIYs. Just a few basic things are definitely going to make a difference. And starting to cook more and bake more once I do get the apartment, because that is something I'm definitely looking forward to. I've been cooking a lot healthier for myself, so that has made a difference. And also downsizing. I've spoken several times about minimalism, so I'm looking forward to actually downgrading or minimizing what I own in terms of actual stuff, and then also minimizing a lot of my clothes, especially because I've noticed I've been minimizing my clothes and not intentionally buying more. I've got a wedding coming up, as we know, and I'm actually wearing a dress I wore previously and I already own it. I'm wearing shoes that I own. I'm not buying anything new for the wedding, which is really nice. That's all going well. But in terms of the house and the apartment, mentally preparing is the first step, which I think I'm still working on, but I know it's going to go well, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on what's happening. But having to buy the apartment now is not a disappointment or anything like that. It's actually something exciting because I get to, as you all know me, dive in at the deep end of something and just go for it, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I don't know what else I can say, but if I do think of something, I'll just tack it on. But that's it from me. And I don't know what's the song of the week, because all I want to do is use the song of Diana Ross, It's My House, but I've used it before several times. So I'll just say it's that one and leave it at that. Remember to keep being a better being, and I will see you in my next episode. Love you. Bye.